think the message of the story is probably pretty obvious. It's to be nice to people, and it's to understand that people are different and come from different places and have different wants and needs and different desires and different hopes and dreams, and it means that their behavior is not always going to be necessarily what we expect. But ultimately, the only distinction that really matters when we look at one another is who is nice and who is not, who's a good person and who isn't. And if there are some occasionally sort of awkward differences or difficulties in the way that people express themselves, or the way that they eat, or the way that they dress, or the way that they behave, if those things are a product of their social literacy, which has been informed by their environment where they grew up and kind of what their background is like, one of the things that's really important for us as human beings is to be as tolerant as we can of that, because what is normal to us may seem completely unusual to somebody else, and we have to kind of be cognizant of the fact that if somebody is in our environment and they're not used to it and they behave in a way which is odd, the shoe could just as easily be on the other foot, where we're in their environment and all of a sudden our behavior is the behavior that's sort of unusual, and that you can see that sort of play out in the troll being a fish out of water in the human world, and then Franny's behavior is doesn't work in quite the same way when she makes her way into the world of the trolls. So yeah, that's the message of the book, is be tolerant of one another's differences, and as long as people are, like Franny says at the end of the book, in the end, the only things that really matter are kind of all the same between people who are fundamentally decent. And all of the hand-wringing worrying that we do over our differences as a species, it's kind of ridiculous, really. If what we're doing and saying is good, and we're being good to one another and good to other people, then really isn't that the only thing that matters at the end of the day?